me too.
Yeah, you're in the aisle. I mean.
Yeah, well.
Hang mine up.
Taking your water with you?
No, they got water and iced tea over there. You can have now, she said. Bob.
Huh?
She said you can get a glass of water or iced tea over there if you want.
Too bad.
Bathrooms are two different directions. One here and there's one over there.
Well, it's funny. We normally are in the 3C building, and we normally have lunch in there, and they had it not reserved today, so they made us come over here. Which initially, this is where we used to do it the first couple of years. So I'm not sure if we've ever had it, but I'll let them know.
There's bathrooms and you can wash your hands and stuff all that way, and actually there's some right here
Today's the
too.
only day we're going to be doing it, but I will let the Yuma Visitors Bureau know that they need to have a pass if the bus is coming on the backside. Okay, where do we go get that?
That'll be on the station right here in front of us.
All right. Do we need to do that now, or is it all right today? Okay, all right. I'll let
just say next time, because we already know who you guys are or anything, but every time there's a car,
Gotcha.
you gotta know where you're
Gotcha. All right.
That'll work.
Thank you. Christina Hockey knows all about this as well. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate
She
it.
told me that somebody already called us, right? I think what happened was they already knew that you guys were gonna be here, but
Yeah, Christina and Lori Stock both know we're here. So.
okay.
All right.
I think it was just for today.
It was just, I think, for today. But I will check to make sure with Sharon. I'll check to make sure that the other dates that we have. These are all the dates that we're out here. But mostly it's in the 3C building.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and I guess they have something else going on.
I think that was the problem. Where we just didn't get the building in time. But all right.
Well,
thank you very much.
Now we will have a pickup.
And then pull out. Is that all right?
That was
Okay.
It'll be a tan.
that'll work.
Brand new Raptor. I just saw.
geez.
So cute. little
It's like
fun truck there, Eddie.
My only vehicle, you know.
Is that it? Is that your only?
I got rid of the other one.
You
So.
did?
Yeah.
No, you deserve it then. You deserve to have the fun. All right. So we'll get that. We're gonna go this way. Is Manny coming out too?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Okay. All right. I'll go on in here. Thanks, Eddie. Ashley, I'm giving you an update. I meant to do this to you when you were there. I had a mistake on a date. That was my fault. And then Kristen had another mistake on our farmer to farmer date. So it's kind of out of sequence.
Oh, that's okay.
She had it down to the 11th, but it's really busy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It'll be the same. It'll be the same story for the most part.
I'm sure we will. You got to be a vegetarian to eat lunch here.
Is that right? There's no meat? You sure?
I don't think so.
Huh?
They haven't brought it out yet.
I can smell like meat. You don't smell the
I'm
meat?
not saying it's not hiding somewhere. I didn't say
Huh?
it might be coming
Do you
out.
smell something? Smell like meat to me. Watch out, coming through. Oh, pardon me, miss.
Exactly. Where's the Jack Daniels?
I just got this bottle in my pocket. My mom probably wants to sit in the shade so she doesn't get too warm. Huh? Yeah. Huh? He said, Mom probably wants to sit in the sun.
Probably.
Yeah, it's already taken.
We just pull the table over here into the pit.
You sit on this side, you get to see the other people.
Uh-huh.
You gotta watch television.
What's that?
Are any of these drinks warm?
I don't
Out
know.
on the sunny side table.
You got here too late, yeah?
10 to 11, whatever, it's 9 to 10, whatever.
They're in the shade though, still.
Okay.
It'll be on twice.
Probably cold tea, right? Is that iced tea? I hope for warm. Okay, good. I'd like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You want to mark your receipt here?
What?
Did you want to mark your receipt with a piece of paper?
Did you see who's in the paper? Well, you already saw that, right? Huh? I was going to show Fran. You've already seen this one.
Oh, let me see.
Huh?
I haven't seen it in the paper.
What? You haven't seen? Let's see. Oh, there I am. I think I've got my pic. I got a picture I took in here too. Where'd it go? Oh, there.
You want to for murder? That's your photo by Robert.
You see, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
They were looking for my class.
Oh, you're starting to like vibrate a little bit. I worry. Oh, yeah.
Where'd you see that?
No, I hadn't seen it.
No, I thought I put it in your present there. I put it on there.
Probably did, and she
Didn't look at it?
Didn't know what it was.
Yeah, but the picture of him I would know. His face.
There was another one on another guy interviewed me too there. On the first page
First
here.
page, Ron.
Well, they weren't ready. Are we early? I don't know what time
I hadn't read it yet. I'm just in there. The previous paper they stole a couple of my pictures off my website. So they're giving me a hard time.
Oh, look at they're really taking pictures here. We'll have to ask what time it's going to be on TV, huh?
He said 6 and 10.
Oh,
Lorian. What are the times that she said? What are the times that you said?
for the TV show.
CBC is 5 to 6 or something, and on Fox 9 to 10 or...
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It's going to be on twice.
Fox from 9 to 10 and NBC from...
Get a water for whatever. You want me to get a water? Okay, get one for Bob.
From 9 to 10, and I don't know if it's ABC or NBC from 5 to 6. Yeah. I have to ask again. Yeah, I heard them say I get to give it completely.
I think she's.
Yeah.
I heard CBC. ABC. Yeah, I think it's ABC. Yeah, it's Channel 5.
Channel 5.
Yeah.
Is there
And
sugar?
then Fox is what channel? He's on Fox from 9 to 10.
Is that 11
Fox
or 13?
at 9.
Water for Bob.
Fox.
I was hoping for something warm to be out here, but
There's a coffee over here.
good.
Retail. Right back.
Okay, I will wait. If I can stand at the side of the
Irene, ask Randy if she wants our water, because she wants some lemon.
How was the rest of the tour?
Enjoyed it. Yeah, we got to see the cotton gin and
We saw your
distiller. Yeah, saw your house. Yeah.
It's been under construction and it still is a little bit, so.
Being redone or?
Well, we did some work mainly on the inside, but painting, and so we kind of had to move some stuff out so they could get in. And now we're going to build a garage on there so that we can hide all those kid toys that you saw all over the yard.
When was it originally built? That one?
It's about 50 years
50?
old.
Yeah. Oh, he's ready to come out. She's having a duck.
I'm waiting for coffee. There's iced tea and water. I ended up buying.
It's a little bit too late.
Yeah, so I'm at AWC. I'll call you when I'm done.
They don't have any coffee?
He's going to get a refill. Is this the tea? Yeah.
I suppose take our silver one out.
Huh?
We'll get our plate. Told him I was going to be there when he got back with the coffee.
You go hurry him up. You can give him a hand. You're carried to.
If you can't find a place to sit down, I know you're in the sun. You rather stay there. Can you hear me over there? Okay. We're normally inside, but this is kind of fun. The weather today seems to be beautiful out here, so we're kind of nice weather to have an outdoor lesson. But it is a little harder for me to talk. And I'm pretty loud, so you should be all able to hear me. I want to thank Eddie and Mary Farm and Amanda. Let's give them a round of applause. You were very fortunate. You are the only group in 4 years that got to go see the cotton gin. It is something that's usually, by now it's usually done with its cotton, and this was a very nice treat, especially having Eddie at the front of our tour, because he is a big cotton grower, and it's not easy. So this was a great thing for him to be able to listen to that, so that was great. As you know, University of Arizona is one of our partners in this whole ag tourism program. Now the fourth year doing this. The second and wonderful partner we have is AWC. If it wasn't for
very long time. The past year, we've been offering our students an associate's degree in culinary arts, which is rather unusual for this area. Offering a fantastic program here. The students spend about 2 years learning absolutely everything I know. They could probably do that in 6 months, but I was told I had to stretch it out a lot. But we do enjoy Field to Feast. They bring us some awesome vegetables. You saw them today. We get them straight from the field, and I'll tell you, you get spoiled with them. You absolutely do not want to buy a head of cauliflower in the grocery store anymore. Because once you get it, they pick it in the morning, and then we get it, and it's beautiful. So we really like it. Green Bay, yay! I'm a Wisconsin girl from way back.
Go 49ers!
My students, but I'm going to talk just a little bit more to you. We've been doing this, but there's several other things that we do. Our culinary class offers a dinner 5 times a semester. We do it in our little dining room. We seat 24 people. It is probably one of the best meals you're going to get in Yuma, and it's $25.
I agree, I've been. Fantastic.
Thank you. You get appetizer, you get soup, you get salad, you get an entree, you get the sides, and you get dessert for $25. And we don't cheap out on this. This is really a really good meal. You take advantage of what my students learn. So we've got them, and we're teaching them all different techniques, how to deal with different types of foods, and it's really good. Now, the catch here is tickets go. We will start in March. Hopefully in another month, I'll have the menu up at the cashier's office. If you're interested, get in contact with the cashier's office. They're probably going to kill me for saying this so early. Get in touch with them. You can charge your tickets over the phone. We always have it on a Thursday, and it's right over here. Okay? A little bit about the food we've got today. We have the best cream of cauliflower cheese soup. It is so good. I'm on a diet, so I just got to taste. We have some grilled romaine lettuce. Has anybody ever had romaine grilled? You're going to love it. It just gives a whole new flavor to it. We've got drizzled a little bit of balsamic vinegar on it. We have some sauteed cabbage and green peppers and onions that we received from the field. Beautiful. We have what am I missing? Oh, we have a broccoli cauliflower salad that's really good. Again, there's that beautiful cauliflower that you can't get anyplace else. That has bacon in it, by the way. All right, we don't put a lot of meat in a lot of our dishes, but this one does have bacon in it. And I think the greens with the cabbage, sauteed in bacon grease. Just so any of you that are looking to stay away from any kind of meat or anything. Then of course we have a beautiful green tossed salad. Yesterday I mentioned to some people knew, some people didn't. If you buy a bag of lettuce, it's usually the romaine or the iceberg that's cut up, and the minute you open that bag it starts to get rusty looking. It's because people cut it with a knife. It's electrically cut through a machine. As soon as you cut lettuce with a knife, it starts going bad. So if you have the option, buy your lettuce in heads, and when you serve it, rip it. It will not turn color. It's going to last you weeks longer. I can take a head of romaine and put it in my refrigerator, and it's still good in a week, or longer than that. Rip it up. You're going to save yourself a lot of lettuce. I know I go through tons when I buy it in the bag. That's only laziness on my part. Okay, students, you gotta come here. We have a culinary club, and we're called Bedroom Chef, and we work really hard. We do catering, we do Field to Feast, and we manage to take little trips with the money. Last year, we went to Las Vegas and went to an event called Life is Beautiful, where we met all kinds of celebrity chefs and Penn Jillette, if you know who Penn Jillette is, Penn and Teller, that guy is huge. I mean, my husband tried to take a picture, we had his chest in my hand. Cat Cora, we had all these wonderful, wonderful celebrity chefs. So it was a real great opportunity. That's what the money from Field to Feast and some of the other things that you helped us to do. This is, it's Seal, Virgin. This is her last year in culinary. She's going to be getting the associate's degree. And I repeat myself, and I sound like I've been repeating over and over, but you're new. I'm going to flunk every one of those so that they have to stay with me. Albert Marino also going for the associate's degree, and he's got another year left, so I still get to have him. Dana Hart, also the associate's degree, about another year or so unless I lose her to her new job. And Joshua Hart, her son, and he's also going for the associate's degree. So they will be serving your food. Ask them questions. Find out about them. You know, ask them about our program. They love to talk with you. So now I talk to them. And y'all heard me in the back too, right?
Yeah.
All right, what we're going to do, we're going to have Eddie and Amanda have the Harrisons go first, and then get on up. We'll start in this direction and then come back, kind of go with the flow, however you like to go. Come back, and then when you're done towards the end, I'll get up and get a little bit more information out there and talk to you a little bit more before we head back on the bus. So we start with Eddie, Amanda, you want to go first? No!
We go first.
You get to go first, you're our host.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, I think she's doing a week, right? One more week, is that your due date? That's right, yeah, you're right here.
And it's so muddy the first tour, that's why we're outside. Because of the weather, right? It's the mud. It doesn't matter, she said just do
Guys,
it.
do the start that way. I was wrong, so go in that direction. All right, come on, get up or we can.
Yep.
Wow, that's
We're not in the sun. I had 3 babies. Oh, well.
Rock an hour, yeah.
How's that?
Talk about it.
They tell you the loudest, more loudness you can make by table. They do it by tables, right?
Okay.
And so you go through all that and you make a lot of noise. And it didn't make any difference. The one in the back was,
Yeah.
She's a huge Denver fan. Huge. Oh my gosh. It's nice for them and my like
They're going down.
They emptied them all. I was waiting and they brought out 3 more. I love
So whatever if you want any meat, get a little bacon in your salad.
Uh-huh.
Some things are sauteed and
I like
the cauliflower soup. Yeah. This one up again. She's so fast when I said,
She's now become my soup
plenty of veggies.
This is
Yes.
romaine lettuce?
Yes, this is romaine with balsamic. And that's one. Just take the long drive. Just grill it right on the grill, then add a little balsamic and a little bit of salt. Never heard of farmer's market too. Right, yes.
You gotta grab 2 plates there, Ma. You got two hands. You got ought to use them. Thank you.
Yeah, two together. So.
Okay.
Italian and ranch.
We fixed some for you. I guess that's for the next meal.
Yeah.
It looks delicious. I mean, fresh is always better.
We love to put it together, but unfortunately we're not miracle workers, so what you think today we can't get done.
No, that would be really quick, right? This sounds very interesting.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, those are those carrots I picked.
All right.
I had carrots and beets on my list.
What'd you
We
give?
have beets, but we're doing them next week.
I think I need to
Thank you. I didn't see any tomatoes out there. Where'd they get those?
those are down the street.
Down the street.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Which one is which here?
This is the bok choy,
Okay.
and this one is the romaine rolls.
Okay. Thank you.
I guess that's more.
Yes, Italian and ranch.
So what's this one?
Cabbage, bell peppers, and onions, sauteed.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
My husband made the bread.
All right.
Can I just tell
Thank
the
you.
whole line? My husband made the
The bread.
He's the baking instructor. Now I don't have to tell everybody when they come through.
Oh, it is really good. The soup. That everybody says they don't like salad because they get salad all the time at home, or a lot of them say that. She said if somebody does take it, they always come back and say, wow, that's so good because it's all really fresh.
I'm glad I got that extra, paid that extra amount for the steak. You didn't get a steak?
No.
I bet you didn't either, did you? How come your bread's floating in the
What about sold?
I couldn't ask for better.
And that's for what?
Cauliflower soup is absolutely out of sight. Best I get.
Someone said that.
It is good.
Should ask her if she gives out recipes.
Yeah, I wonder, maybe they do.
The woman with her son is opening up a restaurant. She said next Friday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She was telling.
That's what she said when my group was because she was going to work.
She's from Sheboygan.
Oh, really? The instructor?
The instructor.
Man, when you try to keep it, survive.
Oh, yeah?
They give out recipes. I mean, at least I really know.
Very good.
Down there sitting in the sun and be done eating before they get back. Thing of sheets.
I didn't get any of the cabbage because they put green peppers in it.
I asked if they could give me quite a bit of the cabbage, but I like the cabbage. They gave me pretty good food.
You learning anything, Rob?
Mm-hmm. How about you?
Yeah.
This is your first time?
This is my first time on a tour, yeah. I think they, I don't know, I thought they just started them last year, but they must be
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, the newspaper article said they did it each year. They got more people. They get more and more popular. They've had to increase the amount of tours.
The soup is good.
talking about real romaine.
The guy at the farmer's market the other day was telling us about it. Were you there?
Yes.
But he didn't say balsamic vinegar. He just said olive oil and pepper.
I swear I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Lots of bread. Good. So many bread.
This is so good, I think I'm going to give up meat on Friday afternoons at 3 o'clock.
Those are his off hours for eating.
3 o'clock?
3 o'clock is his off hours for eating.
You taking a nap then?
Yeah. No. Whenever I had it in the restaurant, it's not just beef, it's like they cut it into. To get like this is what I like.
I think this is bok choy.
Yep.
When we were to Caesar salad. I wouldn't mind coming to their culinary dinner.
See if they sell tickets in March. We don't know when the dinner is.
Every Thursday, she says.
After that.
You might not like it, but you can eat a lot of the food, huh?
I'm going to have to say, you get the tickets, I'll come down.
Imagine any of the culinary schools do something like that.
Yeah, but yes, my mother wanted to go.
They had one in Vegas, didn't they? Didn't we were going to go to one or two?
This is good. Yeah.
We never did.
We never did. We talked about it. Not know that I'm gonna hop right out and cook some romaine, but it's okay.
Well, you know, I said I do tomatoes and zucchini, yellow squash, and I've got pineapple and pound cake. I love the tomatoes out there. Of course, mushrooms are always, you know, I have to expand a little bit, I guess.
Do you want my soup there, Ma?
Pineapple's great.
You want his soup? Jackie? Pardon? Yeah, you don't like it, Rob? Thank you.
It's got cheese in it. A little too cheesy for me.
Is it cheesy? I thought how buttery.
I don't like butter either.
I know you don't. That might be bacon. Is it cheese in the soup or butter?
Yeah, it's cheese. Yeah, they told you it's cheese. Cheese.
God, I love it.
You ever do pineapple on the grill?
Pineapple and pound cake.
Want some of Rob's soup? Why pound cake? Oh, you mean to put the pineapple on it?
You need it all?
Salmon, that's really good. Okay, we put it on there last time. What? Bacon, she said there was going to be bacon, right? Oh, the soup? Yeah, she said bacon in the soup and bacon back or something like that. Cabbage.
Very good.
I'm going to ask if she gives out recipes on it, the soup. The lettuce is okay, but I really don't cook my lettuce. Yes, it does.
Conversations are amazing. No. Good.
Is it time to get in line? Is it time for our side of the table to get in line? Oh, excuse me. Grab a coffee.
Oh, yeah, they do it. You see it on cooking shows all the time. I Sandy Winston, they all bought me a $50 bottle of balsamic vinegar, which is sitting at the park model. So we'll have to grill some romaine. And put that fancy romaine and the fancy balsamic vinegar. I haven't wanted
Trying to stay warm, huh?
No, I'm feeling good. Just get some caffeine.
They grill it. Do they actually you put it on just like a little bit of oil in it? Okay. Like on the stove. Okay. No.
Grilled chicken. I don't like to think about these. That is Randy's recipe. This is Andy's. Oh, this is Randy's.
And that's the river?
We're sitting on their ranch.
I don't really know. Good though, huh?
Nice place to take your wife.
Well, I do. I got an anniversary coming up. My 30th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know why she put up with me for 20 years.
Check it out.
Well, that's because I'm a home employer. She worked for somebody else to buy me ditch me. She might lose a job too.
This is
I never thought of that. You know
bread mayonnaise, bacon, cheese, and then it's a mayonnaise-based dressing.
Well, it's vacation, the best work I ever had. Real good lady back home. Two. And worked for me for 24 years.
Really?
One for 24, the other one for 22.
Really? What day's your anniversary?
Huh?
What day's your anniversary?
14.
Oh, Valentine's, or January 14th?
Yeah, January 14th.
Okay, I'm the 12th.
That way I
This
can't
Sunday.
forget my son says, remember, it's 1 month before Valentine's
We
Day.
were supposed to get married on Valentine's, then we got married January 12th.
What was really bad is my first wife's birthday was April 24th. And my second wife's his birthday is April 25th.
Oh, geez.
So my son reminded me, first wife, first birthday, second wife, second day.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know,
You got them both still?
they're both around.
Yeah.
They're going,
No.
don't even go
I'm 24 years this Sunday.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You excited for your new job?
Yes, I am. A little scared. But
Yeah, you always are.
It's a big step here for
Thank
me.
you.
But right now
Back
they
for
have
more?
no. Right now they have nothing, right, Dana?
Yeah.
Is that right?
exactly.
That's
That's
right.
good
Nothing
around
going
here.
on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get some of this here. I try.
Okay.
Oh, this is good.
Taking your helper along with
Thank you,
I
sir.
will be back, okay?
All right. Thank you. Good.
Here's the baby carrots that I picked. Oh, look. I said to the woman, I said, at the farm.
Get food. Sorry, kid. Sorry.
So I said to her, I said, baby carrots that I picked are beautiful. I said, so tell me if this is...
You guys.
Oh, thank you. We just thoroughly enjoy. I look forward to the season when we can start doing the tourism. Because, really, we started this 4 years ago, and I thought, who better to represent and be ambassadors to our
Wasn't that basket?
Not the first year. This is your first time on the tours. Well, the first year that we did this, I actually was still teaching at the time, and I was on the board. I wasn't on the board yet. But they had a local woman who's very knowledgeable in the area get on the bus. And then I joined the team. I joined the Visitors Bureau board, and then before the ag tourism part of it. And I said, farmers. We need the guys who actually are doing this on here. So luckily I know a bunch of them, and that's kind of was my, so I started making these phone calls, and I said, so the first year actually the farmer didn't get on the bus, and when we got the farmer, they came out to the lunch, and then spoke at the lunch and talked. But then the next year after I had done that, I said, what kind of way to, because the bus would just take them wherever they could find some activity, and I thought, we need to go to the farm, where the farmer's going to know exactly what's going on, tell you exactly what they're doing. And so, and not all the farmers stay for lunch, which is kind of nice that yesterday the farmer stayed as well, another farmer in town. They usually are, these are a busy time. So, and they always kind of ID me when I start calling them, like, oh, there's Peggy again, she's calling us for this. But they all end up loving it, and this year was pretty easy to get the farmers to do it. So, I hope we can continue on. They had it out of their season, sorry.
All right.
That's my song. Yeah, don't you love that song? No, I know. That's Daniel. That's our fourth generation farmer right there. Anyway, so you guys are from where? What part of the country? British Columbia. So welcome. Alberta. Oh, love Canada. Utah. Okay. Where else? Anybody else? Connecticut. Oh, you're a long way.
It's so warm out here.
I think after this last week back Midwest and East, I don't think anybody wants. I think we're going to get a lot of people out to the desert. I feel so sorry for people. I complain in the summertime. I don't think there's nothing that you can tolerate more than cold weather. I mean, in summer we wear shorts, tank tops, margarita, and sit in the swimming pool.
Well, and the air conditioning.
And we have the air conditioning. I guess we have heaters, but you gotta plug your cars into some heater probably to keep it warm. I'm like, no, that isn't good. Anyway.
I'm going to another soup.
Oh,
Break the windows, get in the car, and hopefully
we hose our patios down after a sandstorm, but that's about it. That's nothing more than that. But, it is. Summers are hard, I guess. You get the extreme, more extreme, and more extreme. The coldest I have ever been was about 19 degrees, not below, 19 degrees. I'm a West Coast girl. I do not know what cold is. And I thought that was
Up north, we say it was 62 degrees. I asked where the thermometer was. No, with no thermometer goes out.
I see these pictures of people just covered with nothing but their roots exposed. Anyway, well, welcome. I'm glad you guys came to you.
Jump or supplies or Apache junction or
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't get into the fields unless someone's allowed you to go in there. Okay. We definitely have a food safety issue that's become a problem. You're right. It's fun. It is. I mean, I'm spoiled. We have two farms. We farm here in my husband and his brother operate down here. And then the other brother operates our Salinas operation. So we actually produce year-round. And, but for us, when we're done with our season, the one advantage that the desert has, unlike Salinas, when they have a long 7-month season of growing. But when they're done, they're done. There's nothing that comes behind them until the next season. For us, we come back with wheat, cotton, melons, alfalfa, Sudan. So we plant all those in our rotation. So we are year-round. We're constantly going
Stay here.
Oh, and then all of the
We always get our legs robbed or
move on with life. And none of them have been married before, so they all got married. So, great family though. Great family. Yes.
Somebody had to drive the bus.
Got more soup, huh? Did you bring your own dish or you got another one?
No, I brought my own dish. I asked the big tall fellow there and the girl to his left.
I think they got extra dishes, huh?
And they said you could saute.
Oh no,
It's very
we don't
good.
do barley. We are not a barley group.
I might get one
I
more
don't
soup. I really like
I
it.
don't know if Eddie.
I think they got more bowls here. They
Apple Rob's too.
probably rather use their own bowls.
What?
I said they'd probably rather use a new bowl, right?
I brought mine. She filled it.
No one's ever asked my husband about, so I'll have to ask him what type of meat. I don't.
No, she's gonna go get another one.
My son's just been really good. So we're out with any wheat products.
Everybody's going for the soup, it looks like. Except for Rob.
Yes, well, wheat is now, whenever a field is being done, the wheat is coming in, you'll see now, but you won't see that beautiful wheat stem until later. I mean, I don't think you'll see it until probably in the March, 1st of April. You know, how long are you here till? Okay. Eddie,
Oh, I know, but I want to make some bean bags down here. What I mean by bean bags. So I wanted to.
Jumping beans.
No, I want to.
I don't think in the season that you're here that they're ready. But let me just get it. Let me find out.
But you must have some kind of seed that you fill the horses and what?
Go to a feed shop. Okay, there are a couple. There's one down at the very corner of Avenue B and 32nd Street. There's a feed shop there, yeah. You know where their old Walmart is?
Here's some more butter if you want.
There's one right there.
I just got
There's
one.
one on 14th, though, I want to
He
say,
said
down
Pop
towards the
Host, he
green
thinks
base.
they'll
There's
give out
a-
recipes. And I said, your teacher? And he said, no, it's her. So I want to ask about this cauliflower soup recipe.
32nd and Avenue B. Because
I'll make it for you next time you come home, Rob.
Okay.
You bring the cauliflower and I'll make the soup. You liked it so much.
Don't listen to him. Yeah.
You didn't like it?
It's good.
Yeah.
I'd invite you out for spaghetti, but it has a lot of cheese in it.
Cheese sauce in the spaghetti.
Well, I'm making baked.
They got little warmers like that.
Well, I like cheese on if it's got tomato sauce, kills cheese. Like it's like a
If
a
you
chemical
wanna come
reaction.
try it.
So does bacon, tomato sauce, other things.
I can-
Onions help kill cheese.
It's got tomato sauce and it's got, but it's baked and it's got a lot of cheese on the top.
If it's mozzarella cheese, that's good. I don't like Parmesan though.
Oh, I got fresh Parmesan. I'll put it only on half.
Go on the Yuma Visitors Bureau website, and somewhere in that website there will be recipes, Field of Feast tours, and I think in there are the recipes.
Wonderful.
So go on there, and if not, call the Visitors Bureau where you got your tickets, and they will. I think, but that's it. I think it's the Visitors Bureau website, and you could just Google Visitors Bureau website, and the Google will bring you up to it.
Farm to field tour.
And Field to Feast tours, and I think under that you'll find recipes. And Saran has put them in there before, and you might get them from last year, but some of these have been, recipes that they have used in the past. Okay. And yeah, this is a good one.
The soup is wonderful.
Yeah, my husband, cauliflower, that was what their grandfather and his father grew mostly of their time, and it was always free, and they made him eat it, and he goes, I don't want any cauliflower. So my husband never brings me home cauliflower unless I absolutely beg him, or I go down to the farm myself.
He's afraid you'll make him eat it.
Yes, I don't make him eat it. I don't eat it, but anyway, it's fun. Well,
this was really a terrific idea.
Thank you.
Very,
I think
very
it's a
great
nice way
idea.
to get our message across of our industry.
Yeah.
I think Yuma is misunderstood sometimes. I don't think they realize exactly what we've got going here.
Yeah.
And I came here finally when I was younger, 27 years ago, but I was thrilled
You
to
were
be.
only a baby then.
Yeah, I was 30.
No, still a baby.
That's still a baby. And I'm still a baby. I still think I act like a baby. Yeah.
You're
I don't-
only under 10 when you
Yeah,
came.
that's exactly right.
I don't feel my age except when I look in the mirror, so I don't look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Take all the mirrors out of the house.
And I think I could do some big things. Like my husband would like to shoot me sometimes, but I was like,
Yeah, you're only as young
You're
as you
only-
act and
exactly.
feel.
I embarrass my children a lot. They're adults too. I got three grandbabies and one fourth one on the way.
See, they don't know what we know.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
But I think if like Sis and John are going to be here during one of the tours, I think I would bring them.
Say what?
Well, maybe not. Vicky and Jim.
The ones we met in Alpha.
My recipe for the date crepes are on there too.
No.
On the same website. Same website. The Visitors Bureau. Sound like a hot date crepes.
Okay, enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Did you see Rob's picture in the paper? And his a picture he took also. He's got credit for the first page is his picture.
The previous paper, they stole a picture of mine off my website somehow. and tried to.
Whatever you need to do. But first of all, I want to thank Eddie Harrison. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you all for
Good job.
being a very pleasurable group.
It was very fun. And what I'd like to do is I want to thank AWC, our partner in this event. Let's give them a round of applause. Again, is our other big partner in this. But there are a lot of, especially I know a few of you are saying this is your first season down to the Yuma area. And there are other ag tourism programs that we do offer. Field to Feast is probably our most popular one. We offer 24 of them over the season. Some of them are, 3 of those are farmer-to-farmer tours, which if you are a farmer, we encourage you on those because it's a little bit more technical, a little bit more into it. They come out really out to our shop in Bard, California, and they get into the machinery and talk a little bit about that. So that's kind of a fun one. There's not a lunch connected with that one. And then we have another thing called Savor Yuma. How many of you ever been to a progressive dinner? You know, where you went to somebody's house and went to the next? Well, that's kind of the same thing we do as Savor Yuma. I think we have two a month. Is that what it is actually? 2 a month. Again, it's in the Visitors Bureau. And you go to 3 different local restaurants that are using local produce products. And like last year, we went to Main Street, which is the winery down there on Main Street, and then we went on to the Garden Cafe, which is my favorite restaurant in town. And then from there, we went on to La Fonda, which is my husband's favorite Mexican restaurant in town. And it's fun. You get to get a little flair of everybody's thing using local products. So that's a very popular one. I think there's only 30 tickets for each one of those. Is that correct? And so if you're interested in a fun, progressive meal, going to local restaurants and the local taste. That's called Savor Yuma. There are some other little things we do. Main Street Cafe in Somerton is a great little cafe down there in the Somerton area. They do cooking classes down there. Another thing that I'm involved in is called the Farmer's Wives Cooking Class. And we started it last year for the very first time. We had 10 farmers' wives, and I was one of them. And we started out thinking it was going to be this small little gathering of women, and we basically were hosting the farmer's wife, talking about our life as a farmer's wife. We presented our favorite recipes that came from our family. Alex Trujillo, a local chef in town, and Tina Clark, another local chef in town, is also our actually city of Yuma's archaeologist. She has a place called St. Paul's Cultural Center, and it is located. What is going on? Sorry.
That was the place I was looking at buying.
I
said I was looking at buying that place.
And she has this great kitchen in the back, and then a great old church
I
that
don't
she
think so.
uses us for reception. So we host it there, and we kind of talk about our life as a farm and the farmer's wife and a little bit of history. And those are every Monday, and that starts on the very last Monday of the month of January, 27th, and it goes every other Monday for 5 Mondays in a row. And our first family farm, we think, is either going to be the Mellon family, or it might be me, but I think we're going to try to get some new blood in there for next year. But it's fun, so you come down and you have a good time. So that's called the Farmer's Wife's Cooking Class. And again, you can get to that in the Visitors Bureau. Other than that, questions. This is for those that are new time, this is a great community. I got involved in this not only because I retired from teaching, but this was a great way for me to spread
No.
the message of the farmer here in
She was just saying it was just.
Oh, your picture.
But I'm going to give you some statistics that are kind of mind-boggling. We are a $3.2 billion industry in this county for agriculture. $3.2 billion annually. Of the $3.2 billion, $2.7 billion is just in produce. So produce is pretty key here. And in the country, in the county-wide, across the United States, Yuma County is number in the top 1% of agriculture producing community. If we were a country, I got this statistic not long ago, if we were a country, we would rank 157 out of the world in economic output. So it's a big, big community. We, other than the Salinas County, we are 1 and 2 when it comes to agricultural community output between Monterey County and Yuma County. So we are something to be reckoned with in this area, and I'm so glad that you got to come and enjoy and see a little bit of part, a little piece of our agricultural business here in Yuma. So, questions? Can I ask for anybody questions while you're standing warming up a little bit? Yes.
Is there anything going on with regards to fish taco stands? Tours for fish taco stands and stuff? I know I read some stuff on it.
I don't know.
But, I mean, do we have incredible fish taco stands?
There are a lot of them on the, go down 8th Street, you'll find a bunch down there. There's some that have been famous and then closed down for health reasons, I think. I don't know. Yeah, but they are fun and popular. You know, you can go into Algodones and get some, some, but I don't know anything about the taco stand. Can I share a date story? You guys interested in the dates?
Yes.
All right, there's a cute date story here, and I learned this not many years, a couple years ago. But dates have been around for about 6,000 years, all right? Long ago. And they are mostly Mideast. But in the early 1900s in Morocco, there was an outbreak of a disease that got into the medjool dates. And medjools, you guys know what the medjool dates are? Yeah. Those are what we call the king of the dates. They are the premier date you can get, and that's what we grow out in the Bard area here in the Yuma. Actually, it's California, but we all consider it part of our family. But so in the early 1900s, Morocco saw a problem, and they sent some trees to Utah, Nevada. They felt that was climate-wise, it was the closest they could come to preserve some trees. And we were very fortunate in the 40s. A date grower down here decided to try them, and he got 5 dates from that original Moroccan crop, and they brought them, and then we brought 5 down here to the Bard region. Well, those 5 dates are still there. They call them the 5 sisters, and they are still existing in the Bard region. And every date tree that you see there is a offspring from the 5 sisters. And if you ever look at a date tree, you'll see at the bottom of these little springs that come out. They are very important and very expensive. They buy those and then replant them, and in about 7 years you have a production again. But so I have 5 date trees on my property. We were able to buy some date trees when we did, and so those date trees that I have on my property are actually again descendants from the original 5 sisters, who are descendants of the ones from Morocco. So it's a pretty interesting story. So if you haven't gone out to Bard region, go out there and check out the dates. There are several packing companies out there. Date shakes are very popular, and kind of explore the date. And Bard itself is the #1 in the world for medjool date production. So it is a pretty big, another big thing to reckon with out there. So the whole little community has a lot to be thankful for. Any other questions that I can ask for you guys?
How many pounds of dates did you say you got from 5 trees?
Well, I have 2 males and 3 females, and they're, I don't know, they're not that tall at all, but 380 pounds that are sitting in my freezer. So actually, I've kind of got rid of half of them right now, but I don't sell them. We just give them around to families who love them. But anyway, so yeah, you can get a lot of production off of the jewels.
Does Steve harvest those? He runs up and down the tree and takes care of them?
You know what? Okay, the first 2 years, yes, I'm on a ladder going up there with this bag, but now we kind of have some guys coming
Oh, okay.
Maybe Eddie can tell how, we never touched about that.
But,
how they actually pollinate them and stuff like that.
Yeah, you need a male and a female for pollination. A female will not produce unless there's been either pollinated by hand pollination or by cross pollination.
Right, they collect the pollen off the male trees, and then they have these forklifts and these extended lifts with a cage, and they put people in there and they go up and actually pollinate every one of those.
Yeah.
So growing dates, you think, oh, you just make some fruit, but it's cost about $5,000 an acre or more to grow an acre of dates, because of so many trips with this machinery and people to go up and down that tree, because they have to pollinate them, and then they have to thin them, and then they'll go in there and they pinch off because they want these nice size big medjool dates, and if you didn't thin, they probably thin more than half of them off of there to make room to make the size. But there's so many trips up and down the tree, and then at harvest there's 3 different, they probably take 3 trips up and down the tree just in harvest.
And you bag them too?
And then they wrap them. And you don't spray dates. I've never heard of anyone spraying. They're pretty well, once they get to the point that a bird or anything would love to eat on them, they're wrapped. And so actually a date, probably the easiest thing to convert to organic would be dates, because there's not much, you know, in fact the dates that we have, we converted to getting them into the organic side, because really it's just a fertilizer thing, because we don't spray them with chemicals. And yeah, dates are like the old dates. There used to be a lot of dates around, but they weren't the medjool. And because I told her, my grandmother, we even accused her of stuffing the turkey with dates. And
that probably is really good though.
Yeah, probably. The
I don't like them by themselves, but I like them in anything. And you wrap them in bacon, stuff them with cheese, wrap them with bacon, and oh, those are good. Put them in bread, date. I have a great date bar recipe, but by itself, But if you guys ever watched the movie Hidalgo?
Yeah.
Hidalgo? You guys haven't seen that movie Hidalgo, where that guy was on that Arabian horse, they were going to go across and have this race. She gave him these dates, and he goes, just take this, you will survive on these. As long as you have these with you, you will survive. And they were bejeweled dates. So I thought, how cute was that? So it has a little bit of protein in them, I guess, so there's enough to survive. Any other questions we can ask you with?
How long before a date tree is past its run and doesn't produce and you have to replace it?
Are the sisters still producing any, do you know?
some of the original groves in Bard are still, the problem is what happens, they can't get them to quit growing. So the taller the tree is, the more expensive it is to do the work on it.
Yeah.
So of course they don't get that tall, but I mean they get close to that, and you have to have those long reach extensions to do it. So the cost of that is huge, and but some of the existing ones are still there, and like Harley, he's talking about maybe doing away with that one there, but his production's still good enough and everything. But and then the other thing that happened a few years during the building boom and everything, the date trees that were like 16 footers to 18 or so, they made for landscaping. So so they were paying upwards to $3,000 per tree, and there's 50 trees per acre the way that they're planted when it's the finished orchard. And some guys took advantage of that and tore out some of those date trees, and they were shipped mainly to Texas and Florida, and Las Vegas. A bunch of them went too, but they were for landscaping, and they trim them, and then they're so heavy you only put about 3 on a semi. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, so is that what's happening like out on Avenue B when you're going south of 32nd? There's like dead straight. There's acres and acres, thousands of palm trees are planted out there. Evenly spaced, thousands of them, and you don't see any holes like they've been pulled out for landscaping. Like my first thought was, oh, they're selling them, but there's no holes, and they're probably like 50.
Dr. Foss has his grove out here by Walmart. That's his. I know that's where.
So this is either Avenue B or Avenue A, somewhere out that way anyway, going towards San Luis. They're acres and acres, and they're just dead straight. They're beautiful. They're all exactly the same. And it looks like it should be.
Oh, I think that was it was ornamental. It was just a regular date, like a California or
might not be date. It's a palm tree. But
they call them either two main ones you see. They call them a Mexican palm and a California palm. One's taller, skinnier like these, and then the other shorter, fatter ones are, I think what they. But they were just planted as for to sell, like nurseries.
Well, that's what we thought, except there's no holes. Like they're big
See,
trees
the whole
down there.
subdivision and so the building thing is all kind of crashed, so all those kind of industries kind of hurt with it.
Well, spread the word. I know there's still openings on our tours, but they do fill up eventually once the season gets in full swing, which I think is about now. They start, filling up. But we appreciate you coming. Come back again. Okay, how many of you? How many of you have been on this tour before? Anybody been? Okay, we had one return. Okay, 2 returners. How many of you are local people? I mean, in the sense you're not here for the winter itself. You live here year round. So we got one year round, a couple of year round people. How many from the Phoenix or Tucson area live in Phoenix and Tucson? We're seeing more of the local Arizonans come from Phoenix and Tucson, so that's good. I again appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you again. We got.
It was great. It was very, very interesting. This is our 4th year down in Yuma now, and you see all these fields, but you don't know a whole lot about them.
Anything? This is your first time doing the tour?
Yes, it's the first time doing the tour. We have a huge garden
You know what was
home,
nice?
so gardening is sort of second nature.
What were your thoughts about the food?
The food was excellent. Yes. Super.
How did you like the food?
The food was great. We got tested for food intolerances a number of months ago, 9 months, almost a year ago now, and we're restricted so much in our diets, but this kind of eating
they changed the dynamics of eating.
It's second nature to us.
Oh, yeah.
Worked out well.
What's your favorite part about today's event?
I think just learning about the area and I'm actually blown away by the size of the agricultural industry in this area. It's amazing. And all of the different kinds of crops, it almost appears as if the local farmers here are experimenting with different kind of crops all the time and see whether they can get more volume off of their fields.
Would you recommend this tour to other people?
Sure, I sure would, yeah.
What would you say to get someone to come out and join?
Well, I would just say you actually have a farmer come on board there and ask a lot of questions, so it's not a pre-scripted thing. It's what people are interested in. They get nice, honest answers and very informative answers. So it was just very friendly, very non-farmer oriented. In other words, it was brought down to the urban person's level.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Where are you guys from? You guys aren't from Arizona, so.
We're from Ontario, Canada.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Glad you made it to Yuma.
Thank you. All right.
I know, well, he got hit his mother right now. Come on in. Thank you so much for coming.
All right, thanks for it.
Appreciate
It was a great tour.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good time.
I did.
I'll say goodbye. Thanks, Jim.